Very good song. Who sings this song, honey? Oh, you're
The
cheating.
Drifters.
You're cheating. The Drifters. Drifters sang a million songs.
Yes.
So we're here today on the Ronnie Record Show
Right.
to talk about. You gonna look at your notes again?
No, what were you saying?
I said we're gonna talk about Cynthia Weil,
Wheel.
who passed away last week, I think.
Oh, okay.
And that's why we're celebrating her. A lot of people go, who, Cynthia Weil? I don't know who Cynthia Weil is. Well, she and many others were in the Brill Building. This is a book on the songwriters in the Brill Building in the early 60s. And you might recognize some of them, like certainly Carole King and Jerry Coffin, her husband at the time, Doc Pomus and Mark Schumann. You got Neil Sedaka and Howard Greenfield. We all know Neil.
Right.
Not only did he write 100 songs or more, he sang a lot of them, right? Jerry Lieber and Stroller and...
Make the music go down just a hair. So her, Carol and her husband were a team in writing music in the Brill Building.
Right, right.
Carol was the songwriter, and her husband Barry wrote the music.
And Barry, this is a picture of Barry. I have a picture of Barry on a postcard I got a long time ago anyway.
And so they sang or wrote many songs for a lot of different artists. Some of them even included Carole King, which we just mentioned,
Right.
Burt Bacharach, Neil Diamond.
Yeah, Neil Diamond?
Yes, that's what the internet told me that.
Oh,
yes.
well, you know more than I do about her.
And I don't know that they ever actually produced sang their own songs. And
Barry Mann did. Who put the bop in the bop bop? Who put the ram in the ram?
Okay.
So that's Barry Mann, her
Carol,
husband.
did
No,
Cynthia did
Cynthia.
not write that one? Okay.
No, that was Barry Mann wrote that and actually sang it.
Okay.
And Cynthia, I don't think ever put out a song like Carole King did a lot.
Right,
of her own
right. Carole
big
King was
albums
another.
and-
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So on Broadway, she wrote that. And
Okay.
she also wrote "Only in America," which
Right.
is Jay and the Americans
Right.
actually sung this song.
Do you know what "Only in America" was actually referring to when they wrote it?
No, you tell me.
Segregation.
Oh, segregation.
They wrote a few very political songs, and this is about segregation in America. Only in America, right?
Well,
Segregation.
I'm sorry to hear that, but as this author says, at the time that these people were writing songs, a lot of them were responsible for helping to integrate the world because of their music.
Right. But this song is about
All right,
segregation.
I got it. Oh my.
Okay.
So this is Jay and the Americans, who sang a lot of big songs. Only in America. So that's Cynthia wrote that song.
Okay.
And she also wrote a song that Eric Burden and the Animals sang,
Right.
which is "We've Got to Get Out of This Place."
Okay, so do you know what that song was all about?
I don't. You do the research.
It's
Tell
all
me.
about being in Vietnam. We got to get out of this place,
Oh.
and it's about Vietnam.
She
Yeah.
got to go a little political, didn't she?
Yes, like get out of America or get out of Vietnam, and only in America are people segregated. What the heck, right? Yeah. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, she was on top of things. What
She
was
was.
going on in the world? I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just knew, the Animals had a lot of hits.
A lot of hits. And
And,
they were a little controversial.
well, I didn't know that either.
I think so.
Oh,
I could make that one up.
well, Eric Burden and the Animals came after the British invasion, so she was still writing songs after that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Okay. What's the next song we got?
So keep going, and I'll tell you a little bit of.
Well, I think with these next two songs written by her put this group on the map. I mean, I don't know this group would have had success that they did
Really?
without these two songs. Well, you know, she wrote this song, which is amazing.
Yeah, but
Come
we
on.
haven't done anything on the Righteous Brothers. We still
No.
need to do that. Yeah.
Yep. Come on, this is gonna be one of the big time all songs forever
Forever.
in a
Right.
day. And she did this in collaboration, I think, with. I'm not going to bring up his name today, but he did a lot of the Wall of Sound in.
Oh, our
Yeah.
Speckler?
Huh?
Spector?
Yeah, Phil Spector, you remember. So Phil Spector, he wrote a lot of, he didn't write a lot of songs, but he put his name on there to get the royalties. So
Are you
gotta
playing
be.
with the volume?
Well, I am, because I think this song is so awesome.
It is.
You've Lost That Love and Feeling. Huge, huge hit.
Yeah.
Anybody in the world knows this song, and you're gonna know the other
next
song.
song
The
is-
next big song is same kind of sound, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
you're my
very much
soul
so.
and my inspiration.
Yeah.
Right.
I love the Righteous Brothers.
I do too. And again,
Were they really brothers?
no.
No, they were, yeah.
How they got the name Righteous? I think I said this before on the Ronnie Record Show. They were performing in front of an all-black audience, and that's when they said,
Brother.
"You are righteous."
Yes, yes.
And
I remember you
they
telling me
decided to call themselves
that.
the Righteous Brothers. But I still say that Cynthia, this songwriter, without these two songs, I don't know if you would have heard of the Righteous
that.
Brothers.
Yeah, well,
So that's pretty awesome.
yeah.
What else about
All right.
Cynthia
What
that I
about
don't know?
That they entered the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in
I
2010.
hope so.
And then Hall of Fame for Songwriters in 2011.
Well,
Yes.
I
And they've been playing since the early 60s. I mean, that's a long time to be doing this.
well again, the early '60s are when the songwriters in the Brill Building were
Right.
huge, and they pumped out thousands of songs that were so popular in the airwaves before the Beatles. And it's not rock and roll. I'm sorry, one more time. It was beautiful, beautifully done pop music. That you know, if you heard a Carole King song or a
Right.
Neil Sedaka song, or
Yep.
you know, these great songwriters. And you know, if you walk through the Brill Building, they had these little
Cubby holes.
tiny cubby holes, and there'd be somebody pounding on a piano trying to write a song, and their partner there coming up with the
I
words.
just think that would be so cool just to be able to go
Oh.
back and see that.
Oh.
I wish I could just sit down and write out a song, you know, in 10 minutes and make it be a hit.
I get goosebumps. I would have paid to walk through that building and hear these
Is it still
amazing.
there?
Well, the building's there, but I don't think there's.
Oh, it's probably vacant or
Oh
something.
no! Well, they probably turned it into something else because
And where is that located?
downtown New York.
Okay.
I
Didn't
think
have it.
Manhattan, I would guess. But people putting out music, I love it when the Ronnie Record Show honors the studios,
Right.
the artists. I want to do something about some of the engineers behind the music
Yeah.
and the arrangers, the people in the background.
That you never hear about.
You don't
but
hear about.
You're a big part of that song becoming.
A lot of times,
a hit.
I think they made the song. Sometimes I think it's nice they can pull a singer off anywhere almost.
Yeah, even me.
Well,
maybe not.
there are
Maybe not.
there are some exceptions.
Okay.
So
yeah. Okay.
we're going to wind it up today honoring this wonderful songwriter with the Ronettes. That's where Phil Spector comes in.
The Wall of Sound.
The Wall of Sound.
Right.
And this is Walking in the Rain
I know.
by the
Another good
Ronettes.
song.
In fact, a couple other groups did it. A lot of these songs were covered by 2 or 3 or 4 different
Yeah.
people or groups.
Yeah, well, Walking in the Rain's a good one.
But this one is, it's got that Wall of Sound behind it by the Ronettes. And she was Ronnie Spector, married him. I don't know how well that lasted, probably not long. He was a wild guy.
He was. He was. There is one little extra bit of knowledge that I got about the two of them, that they had a daughter named Jen. Jen did not go into the music field in any way, shape, or form. She's a doctor.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, these people
I
are all
know, right?
successful. I can imagine them having
Yeah.
successful
I
children.
know, you would just think that with
Yeah.
all the talent that came from their mom and dad that she would follow it, but no, she's a doctor.
Yeah.
And I think it's something in the psych field. Can't quite remember the title.
Well,
but
she
yeah.
probably had interesting parents that she...
I'm sure that she could just sit in the grill building and just pick one. Okay, I could talk about you. So,
Anyway, we love the songwriters. I want to do more songwriters. I'm sorry, she checked out at like 82, so it was natural causes, which is good. These
Still.
people were just they brought so much to the music.
they do.
So you didn't ask me about my nose.
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up because I laughed so hard yesterday. I thought I
She
better
laughed.
not laugh.
I hurt my nose and she laughed.
Tell them how you hurt your nose.
No, we're not going in. Just let me tell you, boys and girls, be careful at home. You have to be safe at home.
Always know where your ladder is
All right,
and your
all right.
hammer. Always know where those twos are.
Well, we learned that lesson yesterday. So we're going to sign off. Please subscribe. We got not hundreds of shows on the YouTube, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
So we cover all topics, but it's always about music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Yeah. And we enjoy doing this and just,
Yeah.
we do. And we appreciate everybody that tunes into us. Thank you very much.
Anyway, we have fun doing it, and we hope that we help enlighten you about this wonderful
A
music.
little bit of tidbit information.
Right.
We could go on Jeopardy, but, with all the information that he has.
No. They have the internet now, pull up all this stuff, as you know.
I do.
You get it. Anyway, thank you. We
Thank
love
you. Thank you
Keep
for joining
watching.
us this morning.
All right.
Have a great weekend. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.